Hi, it's Scott from Invictus Active. So seat width, as in the width of your wheelchair seat in relation to your body, is an important factor. I have a lot of conversations with people about what is the right seat width for me. Now, I'm just going to explain my opinion and some thoughts to consider when we're looking at the seat width. So as you can see in my chair, I'm relatively tight in the chair. I'm going to show you in a minute what the difference is between my seat, what the measurement is, and my actual body width, hips and towards my knees and thighs. Now, in my opinion, you're better to have the wheelchair snug, not tight, so you're getting an impact as in it's rubbing on you, but snug in the chair. So when you move, the chair moves with you. So when I move my body, the chair moves and it feels part of me. So that's one important factor. The other is you don't want your chair too wide so that your arms are coming out and you're self-propelling in an unnatural position. Like my shoulders are nice in relation to the wheels, and when I self-propel, I don't feel as I'm overstretching my arms. The other factor is posture. So I can't move and twist. So if I was sitting here now, I was on a computer, I was out and about, I can't just twist without realising, and my bum can't move, so my posture becomes bad because I'm nice and snug in the chair. So if we look at the measurements here now, so if I was to measure my body from there, we'd be looking at around about a 42. Obviously, as I come towards my knees, they're a bit narrower. That is because of the chair and my cushion, because my knees are being pulled in. So if my knees were straight, I'm about a 42 across my hips and the top of my thighs here. And this wheelchair is a 39 centimetres. So my seat is actually 3 centimetres narrower than my actual legs. For the reasons that I've just explained, I feel part of the chair, my posture's better, my arms are in the better position. Overall then, obviously the wheelchair's narrower, which does have some benefits. You know, getting in between doors and small spaces. But the main purpose is, as I say, a posture and sitting in the chair. You do, however, need to consider the wheelchair and the type of side guards that you're getting with it. So my chair here has solid aluminium side guards. If you're going for, say, a Quickie Nitrum, you have the ability to have an aluminium side guard as well, which gives you that same rigid, solid side guard, so your body can't push the side guards out. If you're going for a model that has a removable or a plastic or even a carbon fibre side guard, there's a little bit more flex in it, so you do need to take that into consideration. The other big question that crops up is clothing. So some people will say, oh, I want the chair a little bit wider because I wear coats, or I need to wear a coat. Now, we understand that, especially if your disability or your illness means that you need to keep warm, then you have to wear layers and bigger coats. However, in my opinion, there's more benefits from having a well-fitting wheelchair, and you have to buy the clothing and maybe your coats to fit that chair, if that makes sense. So for example, when I go shopping, sometimes I'd like a big coat, a big long coat, but I understand that I'm a wheelchair user, I'm sitting in a wheelchair, I have a nice tight fitting wheelchair, so therefore that coat's not suitable for me. So I do feel as though the chair's more important than the clothing. So there is that element to it as well. You may have to change your clothing or consider the type of coat that you're going to buy, and I wouldn't buy a wheelchair that's wider just to suit a specific coat. So to summarise, the seat width does require some thought. As you've seen, if I'm measuring 42 and I've gone for a 39, arguably you could go for if you're measuring 42, you could go for a 40, a 42, potentially even a 44, if clothing is more essential to yourself, or there's some other reasons. You know, the side guard is an important factor. If you have removable side guards to transfer and you want a bigger base, then there are other things to consider, and it's not a strict, you measure 42, you need 39. But if those things do add up, i.e. you're going for the aluminium side guards, you want to feel as though you're part of the chair, then you do need to consider the seat width and measure 42, maybe go for a 40 or a 42. That's what's going to give you that feeling of being part of the chair, more of an active user, the chair moving with you. However, we'd have a more in-depth discussion about this, whether it's a showroom or a home demo, online as well, virtually. You can send us photos, we'll overview the photos, we'll do a screen record, and we'll talk to you about our suggestions based on you personally, based on the model of wheelchair that you're going for, and we'll come to the best seat width that's going to be most suitable for you. So look forward to hearing from you. Please get in touch with Invictus Active via the link in the bio.